What is going on, everybody? Aftersound here. Welcome back to the channel where we bring you Splinterlands content on the daily, and we also do daily streams over on Twitch at This Is Aftersound. So come by, say hello. We do giveaways every stream there, and we do giveaways here too if you leave a comment. So let's jump in because I woke up this morning and I was getting messages on Discord and comments. The floor prices are rising for a lot of these new rewards cards. I've been saying this. I've been saying scoop them up while they're cheap. They may go cheaper, but scoop them up while they're cheap. So I was expecting the prices to go up. To be very honest and transparent with you, I did not expect them to go up this quickly, and that actually kind of leads me into the chunk of this video that I want to get into, which is all speculation, guys. This is a whale game theory, but something that I've learned from the crypto markets and really markets in general. But since the crypto markets are completely wide open, there's this element of being able to bring a lot of capital into the system and essentially control prices, whether that's tokens. And now I'm kind of applying that to cards as well. I'm sorry if you guys hear background noise. That is my cat trying to catch a fly. So hopefully I wish him good luck and he can do it. Okay, so let's take a look. It's really the common cards that, to me, I mean, if you were buying these, okay, sorry, let's go to common rewards cards. If you were buying these just a couple of days ago, maybe even a week ago, they were all under 10 cents. And now you are seeing that they have doubled or more than doubled in some cases. We haven't seen it as much with the rares, but I wouldn't be surprised if those go next. The epics, again, these were all around $2 or a little under $2 just a week ago. And the legendaries, I was grabbing these when they were under 10 bucks, some of them under 9, 8. I think I even got one for $7.99, right? So, and Jin O'Shaughnessy was like 20 bucks just a week ago. So there is a lot of movement happening right now, but the biggest movement kind of happened overnight with these common rewards cards, these common Chaos Legion rewards cards, where, like I said, they seem to have doubled overnight. Now, okay, so let me get into what I'm thinking about here, because I feel like with only 8%, maybe 7 to 8% of the cards being printed, it's a little too soon for the prices to be rising like this. There's a twofold way that I'm thinking about this. One is that we are now starting to feel the supply shock of the fact that the bronze rewards were updated, right? And some will say nerfed, but hey cat, just chill, please. but the bronze rewards were nerfed, right? And so, in a sense, what is happening is that you had all these bots that were farming for cards, going through doing the daily quest. And let's say a bot account was just staying in bronze 3. You were getting 15 rewards cards on your daily quest plus 5 at the end of the season, right? Sorry, 15 rewards chest plus 5 at the end of the season. And so what ends up happening then is, at that time, before this reward update happened, there was a 50% chance of you receiving a card. And okay, hold on one second. My cat's paw is stuck in the thing, and I may edit this out, I may not. Oh no, he's fine now. All right, you learned your lesson. Just chill. All right. So okay, reset. So when they were at 50% of a chance, there were 10 cards being farmed by these bots per bot account every single season. Now, with the chance being dropped down to 10%, there is only 2 rather than 10 out of those 20 cards or chests that are open every week, or every season, I should say, that are potentially going to be cards. And the thing is, the statistics may not play out in the short term, right? If you have a bronze account and you're like, hey, I only got 1 card this entire season, or hey, I got 4 cards this entire season, you got lucky or you got unlucky. But the statistics on a broader scale, right, when you're looking at thousands of accounts, tens of thousands of accounts, the statistics will always play out in the favor. Like, this is just what is coming out right now. And so there's an 80% reduction in the amount of cards that are hitting the market from all of these bot accounts that are staying in bronze, or potentially wherever they may end up being, right? But most likely in bronze. I mean, some of these bot accounts may be playing in silver or gold, but I would say a majority of them, just from a power standing or power level standing, are going to be in bronze. So there is that supply shock that is potentially happening right now, and we are starting to feel the effects now that we are maybe approaching I think we're approaching like the halfway point of the season. Yeah, I mean we're getting there, right? Each season is 15 days. So the supply shock is the more probable theory, right? We are starting to see that happening. The other thing, and I've been trying to look this up. I was digging through Peak Monsters and the Explorer thing there, but I could only go back to the most recent block transaction. So if somebody knows how to access this, because all of this should be public information, but if somebody knows how to access it, please let me know. I'm still working my way around Peak Monsters, but you can, every transaction is public on the blockchain. So I wanted to see, and this is where we put our tinfoil hat, our conspiracy theory hat on, and it's not even a conspiracy theory hat. But I'm just curious if there are whale games being played, right? So let me just give you a quick and dirty rundown of what I'm trying to get at here. So for example, this is crazy. This guy probably bought a bunch of cards. Look at this. These are all level 10. These are all maxed out cards. This person probably bought a bunch of the cards at less than 10 cents, maxed them all out, and is now selling them for $60, which comes out to a 0.15 BCX, right? So this is what I mean when I'm saying whale games. And this actually was not even what I'm referring to. This is kind of on the spot, just seeing what some people have done here, right? Where you can see the per BCX price is a lot higher, or like, let me put it this way, not a lot higher, but it's 50% higher. If this guy was going for 10 cents last week and somebody was scooping them up at 10 cents or less, in the hundreds, in the thousands, right? This is what, 400 times however many there are here, and now is selling a fully maxed out version of this card for $60 at a 0.15 cents per BCX. They are making a 50% profit on that by doing the work for you, right? So it's a smart move. So Haji Nguyen 777, I guess we should thank you for your service. And but you raised the floor price up. Let me see if that's the case with all of them. I was going through and I saw Haji earlier, but okay, so we're not seeing that same kind of level here. What I wanted to talk about in terms of whale games is essentially buying up the floor, right? Buying up the floor in order to raise the floor, right? And we see this happen with small cap tokens and probably with Bitcoin too, because at the end of the day, Bitcoin at a $1 trillion asset is still pennies compared to the amount of money that exists out there in the world with real whales. But here, look, Haji Nguyen did it again. So here's somebody who bought up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 times 400 cards. I'm usually better at math than this, but 20 times 400, 8,000. They bought up 8,000 cards, burned a bunch of them, and now are selling these level 10s, right? So smart move. Wish I thought of it myself. Let me once again try to re-steer myself back to what I was saying. So, all right, we can't buy like a ton. All right, so the amount that you can purchase at a time is 45. So let's say I purchase 45 cards, right? I'm trying to show this to you guys on a very small scale and how the whale games would play. Let's say I selected all these cards starting at 18 cents and I bought 45 cards. What I'm essentially doing then is raising the floor price from 18 cents all the way to 25 cents, because what I can do is now turn around, flip the cards, and list them all for 25 cents. And human psychology drives the market, right? It's emotion, it's psychology, it's just the way that we operate. Because what ends up happening is now there's a twofold side to this. Everybody who's looking to buy this card all of a sudden sees, oh my gosh, the card price went up a lot, right? It went up 50% from 18 cents to 25 cents, or almost 50%. And so let me grab one now. So they start grabbing these at 25 cents. So the person who flipped them is automatically making a profit because they're buying at 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 cents, right? Or the other way that this, but the other side of this is, now let's say I was looking to sell the card, right? And this whale just came in and bought up the floor and pushed the price of the cards up. Now all of a sudden I log in and I'm ready to sell my card, and I say, hey, wait, I was ready to sell this thing for 18 cents. It's going for 25 cents now. I'm going to list it for 25. Or I'm going to list it for 24 if I'm trying to move this quickly, right? And this is how the market kind of shifts, right? The whale can buy up the price, push the price up for a little while, and then you have the people who are trying to liquidate very quickly who drive the price back down, right? Because I'm going to come in and say, you know what, I want to move mine right away. I'm going to put it for 24 cents. And then somebody comes in and says, oh, you know what, I want to move mine even faster. I'm going to put it for 23, 22, 21. So that slowly drives the floor down. I feel like, so I don't want people to panic and FOMO in, because this is exactly why I'm making this video. I could be wrong, and if I am, I apologize, guys. This is not financial advice. I'm just giving my perspective on what I've seen with markets and human psychology, and how FOMOing in can be a very, very dangerous thing. Um, but this is just what I'm trying to relay to you guys, in that with only 7% of the cards being printed, maybe 8% of the cards at this point, we're going to be going up and down, right? There's going to be, I still think that the best time, and this is just a theory because we've only seen it once, but I still think that maybe potentially one of the best times to buy is after a season end, because a lot of people are trying to liquidate the cards that they got. And those are people who got cards from a bunch of rewards at like the silver, gold, platinum, whatever the other levels was, silver, gold, diamond, champion levels, right? Like those are the ones, or that is the time when I feel like it could happen. The other thing that I just want to point out too, look, I have 45 cards selected here. I can essentially push the price of this card up, the floor price of this card, from 18 cents to 25 cents, and I can do it with under $10. Imagine somebody coming in with $100 and what they could push the floor price of these cards up, right? So this is what I'm trying to say. And I haven't done it, right? Like, look here, check my receipts. I didn't do it for any of these new cards. But that's not to say that maybe I wouldn't, right? Because it doesn't take a lot of money to push these floor prices up. To me, my interest is not necessarily in flipping these cards. To me, I'm looking at all these cards and I'm saying that these are long-term assets and I want to continue holding them. Sorry, I'm just trying to show my receipts here that I wasn't the one buying them up. But I'm also saying that in the future, if there is extra capital for me and I want to, I feel like these are continuing to be undervalued cards, I may just go in, take some of that capital, maybe like at the beginning of season, and buy up a bunch of these cards at these prices. Not necessarily to drive the floor up. I don't have the kind of money to do that. And right now, my focus is on buying as much SPS as possible. I'm literally going through all the couch cushions, trying to find any change to buy SPS while it is still under, 60 cents or under $1, essentially, right? And I'm not saying I know where SPS is going to go. I'm saying that I value SPS, and I believe that the value will go up because a lot of other people value SPS for the fact that it is going to allow you to get vouchers for the upcoming Chaos Legion, and as a governance token, you will have voting rights in the future. So, that was a lot, guys. That was a lot. There was some tinfoil hat stuff in here. There was some common sense things in here. These are just the thoughts running through my head as I wake up and see the prices kind of spiking across the board for these rewards cards. But I wanted to share kind of my perspective and why I don't think that you should FOMO into these cards. So please, guys, don't take this as a, oh my gosh, the prices are going to keep going, the whales are going to keep buying. I don't know that, right? Like, we're seeing a lot of these prices fluctuate, and the fact that there is still a very large amount, over 90%, that need to be printed means that there will still be a lot of cards that will be making it into the market that you could potentially win in chests, or that you will have a chance to grab. That doesn't mean that they won't go up in price in the short or long term. I don't know. I just said that I looked at the cards. I looked at all the cards, especially the common ones, and I've been saying this for weeks now. I looked at them when they were under 10 cents, and I was looking at the previous rewards cards, and I'm like, there's just no way in the long run that they stay under 10 cents. And so we're seeing that sooner than I expected, to be very transparent with you. But that doesn't mean that you need to FOMO into these cards right now. If you're going to use them and you're going to utilize them in games, grab them. Or if you want to try and take them and level up, or whatever the case is, grab them. But this is all informative. I'm just trying to help you guys be the most informed players / investors that you can be. Again, I'm not an expert at this stuff. I've been playing this game for a little over a month now, but I am heavily invested in it because I believe in the long term of what this game can do. I've seen it change some of the other YouTubers around and the other influencers in this space. And yeah, it's very inspiring. So whether you are building your collection rapidly or slowly, and depending on where you choose to put your money, whether that's into cards, whether it's into SPS, or some people are buying DEC because the APR is so stupidly high for DEC. But you know my feelings about that. I don't think DEC is a good play in the long run. It might be good for the short run, but not in the long run. I just want you guys to be the most informed as possible when you guys make decisions on how you want to approach this game. So that's all I have for you guys today. If you are enjoying this content, please consider liking and subscribing. It is a free and easy way to support the channel. And for those of you that leave comments, please make sure to leave your in-game username, because as I do giveaways on a weekly basis, where I do that weekly Q&A every Monday, and I look and try to find the comments that are really bringing the most value, and most value to they're just thoughtful, engaging, and bringing the most value to the community that we're trying to build here, which is growing rapidly. So thank you guys for that. Very, very exciting to see. I'm trying to keep up with all the comments, so please keep leaving them, and we will have fun. I will see you guys in the game. Have a good one, and take care.